Greetings everybody, Guzzle here, checking out another new game for you today. This is Rentlord, and it is a property management roguelite that's got some pretty interesting quirks to it and kind of a dark sense of humor. So fair warning, if you're not a fan of evicting single mothers and things like that, here's your warning to turn off the video. Anyway, if you could kind of get past some of the callousness of the nature of the game, I don't think it's meant to be taken all that seriously, but I thought I would have a little bit of a disclaimer there because we will likely be evicting people in order to boost our profits like the evil landlords we are. Anyway, guys, let's get into a game and I can show you what we're dealing with here. All right, so we have a choice now, a couple choices to make. So we can start as the standard portfolio. We get 25 grand to start with, no buffs and no debuffs. If we choose open house, we start with a house property in our portfolio and 10K, and then our buff is houses cost 15% less, no debuffs. That's interesting. And I guess we have another one to unlock. We're going to do the standard, guys, to keep the video more interesting and fluid here. We have new tenant difficulty. Quotas are decreased by 50%. Or we could do landlord, the default difficulty. 50% is the quota. Man, that is a huge benefit there. I'm going to try my hand at the default difficulty since I just did a run before recording the video and I was able to complete the run. So let's try the standard difficulty, see how we do. All right, guys, so let me break down what's going on here. We're basically we're emulating what a property manager might see on their desktop. So estate manager is how we manage our properties. We have a calendar to track our milestones. Every week we owe a certain target revenue. So we have to try to reach this number every week or it's game over. And then we have the plugin lab. Now here's where it gets interesting. So these plugins are kind of like jokers in Balatro. And so the way this works is we have a plugin slot at the very top of our management there. And we can fill in 6 different plugins. I think it's 6. It could be 8. I don't remember the exact count. But there is a limit, just like in Balatro, guys. So that's kind of what's going on. We have also collections with our unlocks and all the plugins and everything that we've unlocked so far. That's in there. And then we've got another unlocks to kind of track what your progress is like to unlock certain plugins and so forth. Anyway, I don't want to get too mired in the details, guys. Let's get started. First of all, I want to see the plugins here. Now, for 2,500 bucks, we can buy one of these plugins. I'm kind of thinking maybe the odd lot, but let's take a look at the properties before we buy anything, because we're going to manage our money carefully. We've only got 25K, so the apartment building is out of the question at 53K. But a house, on the other hand, at 18K is definitely something we can manage. Let's go ahead and pick up this house. Okay, here's the tenant stuff. By the way, the tenant update is brand new, guys. It just dropped yesterday, so I am kind of jumping into this game after it received a pretty substantial update. But anyway, so we got 3 tenant choices here. Kind of the thing to look for is the rent payment and then the multiplier. And so right now we've got a freelancer that's got kind of the best numbers here. So 461 bucks times 3. And the freelancer says, I've worked with clients from 5 countries, but right now I just need a roof. Now, the day information at the bottom, they have to live in the property for 4 days before I can evict this tenant if I so decided. And so something to consider when you're picking your tenant, if you know they're going to be someone you're going to want to evict, then look at that number down there and pick the shortest one. Like, for example, we have Bella Young here. If we decided that we knew we were going to evict this person, we would want to take the 2-day to have the eviction be quicker. All right, with that out of the way, let's pick the Johnson Cruise there. Okay. So we got, you see how the number is red, guys? So we got 461 times 3. The number being red kind of indicates that there are better tenants out there if we want to go look for them. But for right now, I am not going to worry about it. Let's take the odd lot perk there. So here is our odd lot. It's in the plugins area. So it looks like we can have 8 plugins. So that's what's going on there. I guess we got about 4K left to play with. We could buy a... Actually, that's all... We could buy a strawberry field. I think for now... No, just kidding. We can't afford these, actually, so never mind. I'm going to buy a property slot while we're kind of thinking about it. All right, we've done all we can really do. It's time to collect the rent. Here we go. All right. We made a whopping 1.8K. We have to make 5K by the end of the week. Otherwise, it's game over. Okay, let's think about it. We got 5K. I don't think we're buying a property. I'd love to buy an apartment building, but that's going to be a ways out. Let's take a look here. Rent boost at the start of each round adds $1,250 to your income. And then residential bonus for each residential property, collect an extra $500. These are both really good. I'm going to buy both of those, man. So goal would be for us to buy some more residential properties, and we will definitely be trying to do that later. But for now, let's collect the rent. So our new plugins are helping quite a bit. In fact, they help so much, we've already reached our revenue target for the week, and it's only Wednesday, man. So basically, if we cash out right now, we're going to earn 35K for making the target early, and I'm going to totally do that. Boom. That's a pretty good payout, man. We almost have enough to afford an apartment building already, dude, which is crazy. But we're not quite... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. See, what I don't really get about this property, we can afford it, but look at how weak it is. 87 bucks times 2? No. We can do better. In fact, the house is even better than that. Okay, so Pansy Place, I like the name of that house. Then Cedar Cottage. So 18K versus 14, but the rent is 100 bucks more per month. 454 versus 519. It's about 2 grand more. Let's buy, this is a better deal. I feel like Balsa Boulevard. Let's buy this property. Okay. We got Hazel Newton, a hard-working tenant. I'm not rich, but I work harder than most. We also have a freelancer over here. Better multiplier. Let's grab Felix there. All right. I guess we could be doing better, but that's okay. For now, that's good enough. We have 23K. Oh, wait a minute. King's Chef. If you own exactly 1 castle, each restaurant grants +1 multiplier. So basically, guys, what you're looking at here is this is a rare perk, or plugin, I should say. And here is like this is probably an uncommon, the blue background. So this says, consistency grants 20% discount on the purchase price of properties matching your most owned building type. Man, these are both really strong, but not so early in the game, unfortunately. We could have a ton of houses. I mean, that's something. I kind of want to go towards apartment buildings, though. I want to build up to that level. Maybe we buy one more house. We got 23K. So maybe we go ahead and buy another house. That gets us to our odd plugin as well. Okay, we got a lazy guy. He says, I'll pay eventually. No need to pressure me every day. We got the dude over here. And then we got Silva. A single mom, but a 4 multiplier. Not too bad, dude. Wait a second. So, but hang on. This is, yeah, so, let's take the single mom. Whoops, I did not mean to buy that slot, but it happened, so I'm going to let it ride. We are going to need it eventually, so that's okay. So now we got 3 houses, and our odd lot's going to kick off. So let's hit this. Collect our rent here. Boom. Nice, guys. Look at that. We made it by Tuesday. Once again, if we pay out right now, we're going to get a 50K bonus. Done and dusted, dude. We're definitely doing that. All right. We got a... Oh, I have not seen this. I think this is like a legendary level. Each time rent is collected, there's a 5% chance to increase the multiplier permanently. 250K to buy that. Good lord, man. Unfortunately, we are not going to have the money to do that, but that's cool that that popped up. Why don't we re-roll this? Nothing really that interesting. Okay. The more you re-roll, I should mention, this price is going to go up, so you don't want to waste all your money on re-rolls if you can avoid it. We still have 60K sitting around. See, that's what I'm talking about. Apartment building with an 11 multiplier. That's what we're looking for. Let's grab that bad boy. All right, so let's see. We got an artist, and then we've got an unemployed guy. 15 multiplier, though. Look at that. But actually, you know what? We'll take the unemployed, guys. Multiplier's pretty healthy there. Let's take a look at our tenants, guys. So we do have the option now to evict some of them. So let's take a quick look. So 416 times 3. Let's evict Johnson there. And wow, there's a times 6. Let's grab Felix there to replace him, dude. So as you can see, the numbers are changing in the houses. The order of the houses are getting reshuffled based on the rent and the multiplier you're earning. So let's take another look. Felix, I'm sorry, buddy, you're gone. So let's see if we can find... Oh, we got a wealthy tenant here. So we will take Adrian Barber there. So the wealthy tenant is there. So now look at this. Everything's looking better, man. We're getting to that point where we're starting to get some new tenants that are paying more cash, dude. So let's, for 10K, I'm not going to reroll. I will buy another slot. Let's try to get one more property going here. With 30K, we look at it. We've got a commercial shop. So 800 bucks. Oh, okay. I like that one. Mirror maze. Let's grab the mirror maze. Oh, we're just shy. I was looking at this one. Whoa, that's such a huge difference in the price, man. All right. Then we'll grab Antique Attic. There we go. All right. So 2 artists and entrepreneur. We will take the entrepreneur, even though, well, the multiplier on the artist, that's okay. We'll take the entrepreneur. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, we are ready to collect our rent after all that kind of strategizing. Liking the houses, man. Their houses are looking incredible here. Apartment building needs some help. Look at that, though. We already made our payout, another 50K right in the pocket. Easy, man. How can you say no to that? Okay, crappy plugins at the moment. Let's think before we spend any money. We have 100K to work with here. We could buy a restaurant for 20 and another apartment building for 10 multiplier, 55K, 70K. That's quite a bit. We are getting extra every time a residential property gets rent collected. We are getting an extra 500 bucks. So even though this is a pretty expensive apartment building, oh, just kidding, we got to buy a slide. Let's go ahead and buy it. And we've got a entrepreneur versus a hardworking individual. This is $1 more. Same multiplier. So we'll take the hard worker for that extra buck. You got to squeeze out everything you can get from these deadbeats. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just having some fun. Okay, we're going to roll the rent here. I am no friend to the landlord class. I just want to make that clear. Even though I crack jokes in this game, I've had some really horrible landlords in my lifetime, and honestly, they can all go pound sand for what I have to say. But let's make the video a little bit more cheerful. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and take our early payout. But so far, I feel like we're crushing it, guys. So some pretty lackluster plugins right now. Although the first property you purchase for a 15% discount on its purchase price. Well, guys, I would tell you this. I'm not one for math. I don't do a lot of math. We could do math right now and figure out if that's a worthy investment for 2,500 bucks. But I'm not seeing... Well, I guess the store would be the only thing. Xmas exhibit, dude. Let's buy the store. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's buy this flash sale. Let's do a little bit of cheesing, guys. Let's buy this store. Oh, I gotta buy a slot. There we go. Buy the store. Okay. Once again, we're up against a wealthy dude. Oh, Chloe Hammond. I don't care who my neighbors are as long as I don't see them. All right. Welcome to the hood. Move on in. Okay, here's the thing I warned you guys about in the earlier in the video. We're going to evict a single mother. Now, like I said, I am no friend to the landlord class. It's just a game. Just take it easy. We'll take the freelancer over here. It's got the better numbers. And look at that. It's now in the green. And that's kind of the goal, guys. Get it in the green. You know what I'm saying? The Nexus, we have another day to wait before we can evict that person. But what were we doing? We have 70K sitting around. Plugins, we've already done this. Let's re-roll for this turn. Okay. Price instability. At the start of each round, the rents of all shops are randomly varied between -5% and +20. Not really that interesting to me. We only have, we do have 2 shops. Sorry, yeah, we do. But let's work on trying to make our numbers go up, not down. All right, guys, 20K. I'm going to buy a slot, and I think I'm going to collect the money now. Boom. Nice. All right, so we didn't quite reach our goal as quickly as the previous round. Something to start thinking about. Ooh, hold on now. Okay. Gated community. At the start of each round, increase the rent of all houses by plus $250 for every house owned. And extra rooms adds +1 multiplier to all currently owned houses. That's a nice combo. We're going to go ahead and take both, re-roll it. Fresh paint, first property bought. Each round gains +1 multiplier. Done and dusted. Okay, so now we're full, guys. Our plugins are full. I think flash sale we can sell when we're ready. But for now, let's take a look at our cash. 78K. We could buy another house. I am sort of looking more at apartment buildings, though, man. I'm looking at those apartment buildings. We could just buy a house, too. Let's take a look. So we're looking at 472. Let's grab this house there. Okay, we got hardworking versus entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is paying better, so Brent is in, dude. Slide on into that house, dude. Enjoy it. All right, guys, one more time. What did we do? That's right, we bought a bunch of plugins this round. Let's roll it. Nice, dude. We're making our goal, no problem here. Look at that, dude. Stacks on stacks. Let's cash out early. And let's take a look at the playing field now. Okay. We got Metro Point up there. 40K for another slot. Hang on, let's look at the plug. Oh, boom and bust. What is this? At the start of every round, half your properties yield double rent, while the other half generate only half the usual rent. Also, that being 50K, I don't think I love it. Okay, stop re-rolling. Liquidification. We've got this liquidification one. Look at this. All properties owned are instantly sold for double the resale value. Oh, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. It would let us kind of restart if... I don't know, man. I feel like we got the synergies kind of in motion. That's insane, though. I don't want to do it. I think we got some synergies cooking up. We're not quite really ready to... We're not ready to dump everything. All right, are we liking any apartments right now for 7? I think I do like that shop, though. Let's grab the shop. You know the shops are definitely good paying locations. All right, we got a hard-working guy there. It looks like his numbers are the best. Oh, just kidding. Entrepreneur is better. So come on in there. Start a new business. Make the neighborhood better. The Nexus. I'm sorry, Eli. You gotta go, buddy. What can we do here? Hardworking. 16. Nope. Artist is better, dude. The artist is better with a higher multiplier. So there's the artist, guys. All right. All the numbers are in the green. We're doing some things right. Now, morally right, that's kind of up to for you to decide, but let's roll it here and start collecting our cash. Are we going to get to 160 on this freaking payout? Let's see. I doubt it. It's a lot, but you know what? We're halfway there, huh? Just kidding, not even halfway. Ooh, that Nexus now with 32 molt, man. That's a nice chunk. A nice chunk there. All right. Let's see what the plugins are now. Ooh, Property Magnet spawns a buyable property on the map based on your most owned building type at the start of each day. Interesting. Tell you what, let's sell the flash sale because we've used it and we're done with it. We might end up selling Odd Lot as well. We need more of the rare plugins, I think. So Property Magnet. Well, that's just gonna have more houses out there. I just don't think it's really like really that interesting. Commercial properties, on the other hand. collecting 500 bucks each time rent pays out is pretty nice. Okay, that's crap. Why would you even serve me that nonsense? We got 200K sitting around. How's this apartment building looking? 11 multiplier. I kind of dig it, dude. I kind of dig it. Let's buy the slot. Grab the apartment building. Okay, hardworking, and then entrepreneur. The hardworking once again. Oh, no, sorry. Entrepreneur's paying the most. Welcome on in, everybody. Let's get the payout rolling here. Wait a minute. Restaurants. Restaurants are good. I think let's hold off. But I'm liking the commercial boost here. We need to start looking into some restaurants for sure. Oh, but the bonus coming out of the residential, man, that's going to stack really nice with these apartment buildings, especially 32 on the Nexus is crazy, dude. Okay, well, we just crushed it, so let's go ahead and pay out early. We're sitting on 250K, plug-in time. Multiplier amplifier, +1 multiplier, all owned properties, man. That's... Hang on, what do we want to do here? What do we want to do here, man? Do we dump the rent boost? I think we do, man. Dump this thing. Multiplier amplifier, you're in, buddy. That's amazing, dude. Oh, whoa, okay. Fast food chain, if you own at least 5 restaurants, increase all restaurants by 25%. And then new customers for each residential property, increase the multiplier of all commercial properties. Wait a second. Yeah. We really like that. So hold on a minute. What do? We dump the odd lot. I'm sorry, you gotta go. New customers are in, baby. Hell yeah. All right, dude. I feel pretty good about this. I think it's time to roll. Unless we want another slot. Let's get the slot while we have the cash. Do we want another... Do we want a restaurant? I think we might want a restaurant. 1K, dude. There we go. Now we're talking. Times 11 mult, 9. 180 and 11 or 150. Oh. Let's grab the restaurant Burrito Brothers, man. I know a place called Burrito Brothers. I've been there, dude. Okay, we got the hardworking guy. An artist. Yeah. Let's grab the hard worker. We don't have to get rid of him. Okay, guys. Let's think. I have 36K left. We do want to keep thinking about commercial properties, but for now, we're done. Roll it. Huge, man. Huge. Burrito Brothers already coming out strong. Look at that, man. Amazing. All right, we're not quite there with the goal, but we're a little bit more than halfway, which is kind of nice. I feel pretty good. Look at this. There's a new property type, industrial factory, man. But look how expensive it is, 335K. Okay, let's think, guys. Well, let's check our plugins. These are all weak. Consistency. I know we saw that one before. Okay. Again, I don't want to be buying a ton of houses, man. We've already got quite a few. So more commercial looks to be a good strategy, but we don't have any room for commercial stuff. We could sell... I don't know, man. I don't really want to sell anything at this point. 10K for a reroll. Let's go ahead and see. Stone by stone, +1 base multiplier to all castles. Well, there's not even a oh, there is a castle to buy, 190K. Dare I say we trade up for a castle? 5K. The lowest earning house is 2K. So how about we sell this? And let's buy this castle, man. Okay, let's think. We have a hard worker. That'll work for me, dude. So now castle is at the top. So that's going to earn us 5K. That's pretty crazy, man. What was the castle thing again? Oh, yeah, the stone by stone for 10 grand. Well, what would we get rid of? What would we get rid of to enable that? I think gated community can go. We're gonna upgrade to castle level, man. We're getting into the stratosphere with this, dude. You kidding me? We're going big. Pay early. Here we are again, man. Cashing out, dude. Let's go. All right, 200K. Show me a freaking amazing... Oh, shit. Okay, for 50 grand, 3-in-1, combine 3 owned houses into a singular property. Adds together their rent multipliers. I feel like we gotta do that. We gotta dump something to make it happen, though. What are we gonna get rid of here? Let's get the extra rooms gone. All right. You're in, buddy. Sweet. Supremacy. If you own at least one of every residential property, increase the multiplier of all residential properties by 2. I believe we do, right? I'm assuming castle's the highest level. So we do want that. But let me figure out how we're going to get there. Wait, so I thought this was supposed to combine our houses. We have 3. Maybe we have to collect the rent for it to trigger? So I have 150K. How much is this castle? This is... Oh, we can afford it. Man, what do we want to sell, though? I'm gonna hold on. I want this to work, and what I'm hoping happens here, guys, is that it says combines 3 houses into one singular property. So we've got 3 houses right here. What I really hope this does is this actually opens up some slots that we can use it for other things. So one more time, let me look at this. Supremacy. We do want that too, right? I was supposed to get rid of something. I think fresh paint can go. Let's grab supremacy there. Boom. All right. Okay. I think we got what we need. Let's roll. Oh, wait a minute. Eviction. We're going to try to evict the person in the castle to get better payout there. All right, guys. Let's see what oh, it worked. I think it just worked. Oh, yeah, dude. Okay. We just blew past our goal. Oh, no, we didn't. Just kidding. What was I looking at? 640K, not 64K. Big difference there. Okay, so here's a question, right? If I sell this plugin, what happens to the combined house? Does it go away? Does it split back out? I don't know, but look at this. 2.64K times 29 molt, because it added up all the molt from the houses I was working with. So that's crazy, dude. Okay, let's check the plugins again. Penthouse. At the start of each round, a random apartment gets its multiplier increased by 10. Oh my god, dude. Okay, here's what we do. The retail profits, look. You gotta go, all right? Let's grab this penthouse. Okay, now another apartment building is in order, but there's not one to buy. So then we buy a restaurant, or do we buy another store? We have... It doesn't matter what type of commercial property it is, I don't think. We should buy one more commercial property, perhaps. Or should we... Maybe we should save up for... Actually, another castle makes more sense to me. We can't evict Ada Drake quite yet, either. All right, guys. I know that was a lot of, like, back and forth. I think we're going to try to... We're going to try to get another castle, I think, next. Okay, why is Nexus highlighted? What happened with that? Oh, that's the penthouse. Nexus has the penthouse. Gotcha. Dude. Insane, huh? But we're still not... Our earning potential could be a lot better, so we got to work on this. Let's buy this castle right here. We got... okay. The freelancer is the best option there. Can we evict... She can't have 2 more turns to evict that tenant there. 5 turns for the freelancer. So, unfortunately, for now, we're going to be sort of a little bit underneath where we need to be. Should we buy a factory? I think we ought to buy a factory, huh? Gearbox Productions. Now, listen. Listen. I don't know if the devs are a fan, but is that just coincidence? I don't know. Anyway. Would you guys stick an unemployed guy in a factory? It would kind of solve a couple problems, right? Anyway, Entrepreneur is paying out the most, so he's going in. And now we got Gearbox Productions up and running, dude. Cranking out Borderlands, you know how it is. Are we looking at a plugin? Not any of this piece of crap here. Fast food chain. If you own at least 5 restaurants... We saw that one before. How many we hold in here? We have 1. Just the Burrito Brothers, the mighty Burrito Brothers, man. That's about it. You know what? 320K? We might end up buying another freaking slot here. Let's get the rent going, though. Now that we got the factory and the castles in the mix, dude. I mean, I think we're gonna make our money. It's going ham, dude. Who got the penthouse this time? The Nexus once again, dude. Crazy, man. Let's pay it out. Booyah. All right, we have 350K, man. Good lord. What are we gonna do, man? The archway? Maybe we ought to sell the archway and buy another factory. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Wait, before we do this, though, let's... Gated community, Okay, not interesting. We're gonna sell the archway. 35K back. Let's buy this factory right there. We got 12K. That'll work for now. I think we could do better later. Let's take a look at our tenants. So the 2 problem castles, we still can't evict them yet. But we will work on that. I guess I can spend... No, let's not spend money on reroll. Okay, let's roll this, guys. Here we go. 1.28 million is our goal now, so we have a lot of work to do to get there. And you know it's bad when this number stops increasing as well. Okay. 280. Okay, we're about on par with if we're going to make it till Friday, but I think we could do better if we can, you know what I'm saying? The fast food chain is back. We're not even close to having that being a viable solution. Another factory, though, is sitting out there. And we can easily afford it. 273 versus 263. Is this above 10K? No. So we buy the cheaper one. The Quasar components, dude. How about we get... Why don't we just dump... we might want to dump... We might want to dump Burrito Brothers, man. I hate to say it. It's only got 1 multiplier. I mean, I'm sorry to do it. I love the Burrito Brothers, but you're gone, my friend. It's time for the factory. Which one did we say? This one? Quasar? Yeah. Okay. Once again, single mom in the mix, guys. I know it's really messed up. I think the developer has kind of a dark sense of humor. I think it's fine. Like I said at the beginning of the video, there was the disclaimer and all that. I'm not gonna dwell on it. Okay, let's do an unemployed guy instead. That'll be a little bit more, little less callous. Okay, so Drake. Add a Drake. I'm sorry, you're out of there. We have a hard-working tenant instead. For now, that will work. I think even that person needs to go. Elderglade Citadel can't be evicted yet. Okay. All right. We're kind of setting things up. We're not quite there yet. Word of mouth: when a shop collects rent, increase the rent of all other shops by 3% permanently. Hold on a minute. We're looking at 3 shops right now. 3 shops. Dang, I have a lot of good plugins now. It's getting harder to decide which ones to get rid of. Multiplier amplifier, that's kind of weak, dude. Okay, let's dump it. Let's grab the word of mouth. And we're going to start thinking about maybe buying more commercial properties. Let's roll the rent, though, before we do that. Watch this burn me, because I'm not doing the math, you know? By selling stuff and switching some of the plugins around, you know? I gotta be a little bit more careful, probably, if I expect to make this. Okay, we're a little bit halfway there, just about. So I think this could work out if we're careful. Okay, you gotta do better than this. There's Gourmet Star. What is this? At the start of each round, a random restaurant is selected as Gourmet Star and has its rent and multiplier doubled for the entire round. Okay. Speaking of restaurants, man. Speaking of restaurants. I'm going to do something really risky, is sell this. Oh, it destroys the house. Okay, wait a second. Okay, I don't want to do that. So it is tied to it, okay. Honestly, dude, the apartment buildings are not great earners, man. I don't know. This penthouse might have to go. I think it needs to go. But plus 10 multiplier is pretty crazy, man. I don't know. We have 2 castles, man. Stone by stone, you can go. Let's grab the Gourmet Star, dude. 50 grand. It's fine. Okay. 320k. Let's buy another property slot for the future. Hopefully, we can make this. Let's grab the Freelancer here. Everglades Citadel. You can't be evicted yet. We have enough. No, we have 56k. We're not doing anything. Okay, here we go. Roll it. Nice. Okay. We're gonna make it. I'm not worried about this. What's our plugin looking like? Garbage? Garbage? More garbage. Okay. We got, let's see, 488k, so I think another factory is going to be in order here. 10k times 1, 13k. Guess we'll buy the 13k, huh? Uh-oh. 2-day eviction. Well, this is the best number right there. We'll have that going, and let's think. All right, guys, 98k. We're not going to spend 20k on a reroll. You're crazy. Okay, reroll this. Hopefully this will be the last of the rent we need to collect. I think we're going to get there, no problem. That's insane, though. We got it. We're going to cash out on Friday, earn a slick 5K. Okay, guys, we're on the final week. 2.56 million is the goal. This is going to be tough. Compounding rent. After every round, all owned properties gain 1% rent. I think this late in the game, it's not that good. You know what, though? We have what? How many commercial properties? We have 3. Only 3 commercial properties. I think new customers can go, but hold on. We're going to do compounding rent? I think that's... Oh, wait a second. Oh, every property adds to it? Okay, that's a significant number. Okay, maybe not. The residential bonus, $500 every time we're collecting rent. I think it's fine. I want to just stick with what we got. I'm not going to sweat it, dude. I'm going to get rid of this guy, though. We kind of have to do this. We're just getting nothing but lazy bones coming in here. But you know what? This is still that's still an upgrade from what we had before. So you know what? It's fine. The Everglades Citadel, what about you? Yes. I'm going to make sure I line this up properly, by the way. So it's the 3rd down on the right. So Cleo, I'm sorry. You're out of here. Okay. Well, we have a wealthy individual. Interesting. Okay. Well, welcome on into your castle, my liege. Okay. 593K sitting around, dude. I think we're going to... We're just going to collect, man, I think. I think we can get there. 2.5 million is a lot, though. But let's see, guys. Let's see how we do. With our bonuses and everything. I mean, it could be something here. Okay. On one day, we got about a quarter of the way there, so I'm feeling pretty good. There's compounding rent again. Let's roll it again. Okay, come on. Property magnet? Nah, dude. Okay. Please don't waste my time. We have 1.3 million, guys, so do we buy another slot and buy another factory? I think we do. Who knew the factories were so lucrative, man? Okay, 16.7K. 12K. Okay, 447 versus... This is only 20K more, right? Yeah. 16.7K, so nearly a grand. Okay, we'll buy the expensive one. Okay. Entrepreneur, man. 6 days to evict. We're not going to make it to 6 days. Let me do the quick math here. All right, we'll take the guy with a better multiplier. We're not going to have time to evict him, but it's not a big deal. All right. The Rustic Metalworks. That's the new property, I believe. Okay. Well, guys, looks like we got to earn a little bit more, but I think we're going to get there no problem. Okay, yeah, we have a little bit more ground to gain, so let's... Grounded gains. I can't believe that. I swear to you guys, I did not know about this before I said that, but anyway, that's really funny. A random property receives a permanent increase of 5 times its rent, but it can no longer be sold. Well, we're not really worried about selling stuff. Okay, we got to do this, but what are we going to dump here? Maybe we dumped the penthouse thing, huh? Actually, word of mouth we can dump because we're near the end here. Yeah, let's dump this. The grounded gains, dude. It is done. Let's hit this. All right. Collect rent. Let's see what this... Which one did it pick? I wonder which one it picked, man. Was it the that top industrial one? Wish it would mark it somehow, because I don't know which one it upgraded, but... Oh, look, it went away! Oh, the Nexus... I think the Nexus got upgraded. Yeah! Okay, it does mark it. That's great. I can't believe that's the one it picked. That's like the crappiest property I have. Oh, yeah, we can evict this guy. All right. Let's see. Ooh. The, let's do... Yeah, let's take this freelancer. You can come on in there. Okay. You know what, man? We'll take that compounding rent. Why not? We have space for it now, so let's just roll this, guys. I think we're going to cruise. Look at this. We're done today. Let's just collect the rent. We're going to cruise past our goal. But yeah, those industrial buildings, man, those are crazy good. All right, guys. Hey, how are we not... Why can't we pay early? We're past the revenue marker. We have 3.48 million, and then we needed 2.5, so... I guess you gotta play out the final day. Maybe it just makes you do that. Well, in that case... I mean, we could buy another property just for shits and giggles, but we might as well just roll this, and we're gonna hopefully pass. I don't know if there was maybe another condition I wasn't aware of, but I think we made our money, so I'm not sure why we're not able to cash out early. But anyway, look at the earnings, man. I think we're going to be fine. Almost to 1 million in one day. We win, everybody. Total money is about 8 million. Best round was 1.3 million. Favorite property, industrial. All right, let's take a look at the menu, guys, and see about the unlockables and stuff. Collection. So I still have a couple things left to unlock. Yeah, there's still some stuff to do. All right, but that's Rentlord, guys. I think it's a pretty neat game. And you can have all your landlord fantasies fulfilled. Sit back, earn money for doing nothing. Isn't that the dream? You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. All jokes aside, if you watched the whole video, I do really appreciate you. And I hope you're having a good time. But otherwise, thanks again for watching, guys. And we will see ya for the next one.